Hello, this is Manesh Patel from Ichimoku Today is March 29, 2013. This is a bi-weekly analysis for the global stock markets where we cover everything from Europe to 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 Middle East to Asia to North America and South America, and we'll go for all the different markets in the world, and we'll kind of lay out what's going on with each one of them and kind of show you where all the major trends are happening at this point. Okay, this is our normal disclaimer. This is for education use only. We're not telling you to buy or sell any particular instrument. If you do so, you're doing that at your own risk. Okay, all the charts today you're going to see are basically from eSignal. Here are my contact details here at info@eiicapital.com. You could also find us all our information at ichimokutrade.com. You could access our blog where we blog our trades of the week and some active trades that we have going on. You can see our Twitter there. You could access any of our free videos there. Also, you could access our multiple time frame email alerts and everything else there. Here are our contact details here, just in case you want to give us a call in any of our global locations here. Okay, so let's go as we normally do. And let's start talking about Europe. Let's do a little different today. Want to cover, where to go? UK market first instead of Germany. So if you look at the UK market, it's still bullish trending right now. This is the weekly time frame. 64.95 is basically the resistance. And right now we kind of bounced off the minor support at 63.42. The major support is going to be about 60.68. So we're holding this minor support right now. So we're definitely not even engaging in a medium or major pullback at all right now. Until we break the 63.42, we're definitely not going to engage that at all. So that's the UK markets. Now let's go into Germany, which has been pretty much strong. If you look at German market, we bounced off the resistance of 79.46, and we're right at the support at 77.84. If we break that, we ideally, I want to change this value right there now. Ideally, this is the it's not even moving. Ideally, if we break 77.84, we're going to go down to about 75.17, which is just major support right there. So we're at a minor support right now, 77.84, but the major pullback will be 75.17 for the German market. France, if you see France here, still a little strong here. Let's move this up. We're at a minor support right now. Sorry, I'm just readjusting the support resistances. We're basically at a minor support of 37.33. If we break that, then we're going to go to 36.07, which is its major support that we're looking at right there. Resistance is going to be basically 37.97 with France. And if you look at all of them, you could see that basically the UK market was pretty much the strongest of all of them right now. And you could see because it's still going up, and it has not sat there and kind of bounce up its support here. Whereas if you look at the Paris market, you're kind of right at support. In German market, you're kind of at support too, which is right there. So you can make UK markets a little more stronger right now compared to Germany and France. Okay, Amsterdam, if you look here, this is basically at a support level of 348. Resistance on this one, 357. If it breaks that support at 348, definitely will get down to about 339, which is its major support. Spain, if you look here, Spain's trying to head to this support here at 76.32. Resistance on this guy is going to be roughly about right here, which is 81.15 is the next resistance level. So it's kind of ranging between those two values right now. But this definitely needs a pullback right now. But this is not trending at all. So be very careful in looking at Spain as far as the trend market is concerned. It's just in a big consolidation pattern. Italy is basically trying to go down to its major support level, 14,749. It broke its its resistance is going to be basically around 16,000. This is not doing anything except consolidating too. Nordic, this is the one of the strongest ones last week. You could see it's kind of did a little minor pullback right now. It's at a minor support at 1148. If it breaks that, then it will definitely get to about 1100. But right now it's holding that 1148 level. So this has weakened a little. Oslo is starting to pull back a little too here. It broke its minor support level that it had around about 475, and is trying to get to support level at 464, and 453 is its major support level. So this has pulled back a little too. So all the so most those two have pulled back. If you look at Switzerland, Switzerland still has not pulled back at all. So this right now is kind of leading the European markets a little right now. And you can see support level on this one's going to be about 75.98. This is kind of butting against the resistance level of 78.62. Notice a lot of the other countries we discussed in Europe are at the support levels, where this one is at its resistance level right now. Next, we're going to go to Turkey. If you look at Turkey, this is at its resistance level here, but notice this did a major pullback here, a medium pullback, whereas the other one, Switzerland, hasn't. But this is butting against resistance now of 46.65, so maybe the mojo is back here in the Turkey market, but we have to kind of see what's going to happen here at 46.65. That is a very, very strong resistance level moving forward. South Africa kind of weakened here a little. You could see the little pullbacks here now. It's kind of stuck between the support resistance. The resistance is 36,460 and support is basically 35,528. So it's kind of stuck between those two different worlds right now. Turkey here is butting, well, we just discussed Turkey. Let's go to Russia real fast. Russia here is not in a trend at all. This is basically in a major consolidation pattern here, and it's kind of stuck between a major support of 443 and the minor resistance at 1484 now, where it's kind of stuck. Major resistance is going to be basically around 1500 for this one. Now let's go over to the Middle East. Middle East here, it's at its resistance basically at 7,200. Support on this one's going to be basically 69.98, and it's kind of ranging between those two values until it decides what it wants to do out of there. It's not going to really do anything because it's consolidating. So this is kind of the weakest of all the Middle Eastern countries out there. Saudi Arabia, sorry, Dubai, basically I had a trend up. It's trying to pull back right now. It looks like it's going to try to pull back to this level right here, which is about 1760, and its resistance is going to basically be 1868 as we move forward. Abu Dhabi, which has been the strongest one and still hasn't even done a minor pullback at all, which to 2905. Of course, resistance is going to be this little pivot high up here at 3070. So right now, you basically have Abu Dhabi leading Middle Eastern countries, and then you got Switzerland followed by Turkey, which is leading more towards the European side out there. And South Africa has kind of pulled back some. Okay, so let's go over to Asia. Let's start from China and kind of work our way down. If you look at China, we've basically been betting on this going down since we basically got to about 25.51. We're looking for it to get to this support level right here that we outlined, which is 23.23, which is very close to resistance now for this guy is going to be about 24.50. Let's move that up here. Whoops. 24.50, and we could delete that guy right there. So for China, so we got a couple of more points before we start taking profits on this one, but this one has been going down as we kind of forecasted it to go. Hong Kong, if you look at Hong Kong, it's kind of at a support level right now, which is right around here. Resistance level is going to be roughly about right there. So it's basically support level is about right here, 22,229.99, sorry, and resistance is going to be 23,190. So we're kind of stuck between the support resistance there. But this has done a major trend. We're kind of looking for a major pullback there. The major pullback, ideally, we'd like it to be right around 21,000 if we could get that major pullback, but we're kind of asking a lot. But that's kind of the major pullback level that we're looking for. Korea. If you look at Korea, really not doing anything except bouncing between support resistance. Major resistance is basically going to be 270. Major support is going to be about 257. Japan, which has been really, really hot, still going up, still has not even pulled back at all, minor at all. It's done a minor pullback to, well, not even a minor one. Minor one's going to be around 12,000, so this really hasn't done anything at all pullback wise. So we're kind of waiting for that to happen, but it's still going up. Same thing as Tokyo, as you could see. Tokyo's minor pullback level is going to be roughly around 1,000, which is not even got to at all. IndianSensex market, if you look here, we're right back to the support here. We had some momentum starting to go up. Here, it had an opportunity when it got to the resistance of 19,691 to break it. It could not break it at all. Unfortunately, if it did, it could have gone to 20,000 and possibly to start a trend. It didn't at all, and that's showing some signs of weakness. So we're right back here at the major support. If it breaks the support, we do have the ability to go down to 18,000 and pretty much enter a major consolidation pattern, which it possibly can do. Let's go over here to Singapore now. Let's switch here. Singapore here is trending right now. It's at a minor support level right now, 53.50. Major support level is going to be 51.82, and resistance on this one is going to be about 54.73 as we move forward. Okay. Come back here to Malaysia. Last year Malaysia was strong. This year Malaysia is just kind of in a consolidation pattern between 1590, which is a support, and 1696, which is its resistance level right now. So really nothing's happening right now. Maybe this thing will sit there and consolidate, get to the top of the range, and then sit there and pop out. But until it breaks the 1696 level, there's nothing really going on there at all. Australia, which has been strong just like Japan, you could see now it's kind of sitting there pulling back. It's pulled back to support level of 46.79. Let's clear up all these support resistances. You don't need all these out there at all. Oops. So if you look at this now, it's clear cut. Here's a resistance. And let's move this down here. So basically right now we're at a support level of 49.79. If it breaks that, we definitely would get here to about 47.55. If not, it's going to make a move to its resistance of 51.24. We kind of need a major pullback on this one. Ideally, if Australian market could get to about 47.50, that could be a great buying opportunity for long term, but we need a major pullback to get to that level right now. Okay, so let's go over to the Americas. Now let's go look at the US Dow. Again, it's still going on. It's its all-time high, so this thing's still going on. We're kind of looking for a minor pullback to about 14,086. No signs of it right now at all getting to that level. This minor support's going to be basically around 14,200. Which we're not even seeing any signs of at all. S&P 500 pretty much has made a move to get to its high too. It hasn't pulled back at all either. So 1524 is its minor pullback level. Major pullback level, and about it's minor too. So this is kind of its minor major pullback levels right there, which we're looking for it to get to. Ideally, we kind of want this thing to go to about 1450, but that's asking too much for it to kind of get way down there. But we're definitely looking for it at 1524 to start looking at adding on positions that we have. Canada market really not doing anything here. Started a trend here, kind of just started consolidating, hit a major resistance at 12,897, and it's kind of at a minor support right now, 12,768. If it sits there and breaks that minor support, we definitely would get to about 12,339. Okay, Mexico. Here, this is stuck between 43,000, which is basically its support, and 43,000. Let's just say 44,000, which is its resistance level right now. If this thing can break its resistance level, 44,000 this week, this is going to make a test for the major resistance here, 46,000, and then has a possibility, believe it or not, of continuing on in this trend, because this trend is very, very intact. majorly. So Mexico is still hot right now. It's at a minor pullback level, major pullback level here at 43,000, which is pretty much where we bought, and we're kind of looking for it to get to 46,000 and then possibly break that level to keep on going higher. Colombia, really not doing anything right now. It's at a major resistance level of 13,533. If it can't break that, this thing's going to definitely come down here to about 12,000, which is its major support. So it's at a critical level right now to kind of see exactly what it's going to do this week or next 2 weeks. Argentina started a trend here, came down to its support level, roughly right close to 3,000, and it's made a move again to its resistance level of 3,500, kind of bounce off there, and its minor support is going to be 32.86. So this thing's going to swing until it breaks either the 34.90 level or 3,000 level. We want it to, if this breaks the 3,500 level, this can sit there and continue on in this trend to the upside, but we kind of need to see exactly do that. Santiago, Chile, really nothing going on at all. This thing's just consolidating between 4,600 and about 4,350 is basically the consolidation pattern on this guy. In Brazil, which was looking like maybe it could sit there and start a trend, but this thing just tanked and it's now at its bottom of its consolidation pattern, which is basically 55,685, and the top of the consolidation pattern is about 63,383. So nothing really going on there at all. So again, to summarize here, if you look in Europe area here, Switzerland is still very, very strong. Turkey's next. Abu Dhabi is very strong in the Middle East. Then if you look in Asia, of course, Japan is very strong. And then next is basically Australia. And then if you come over here to the Americas, the U.S. markets are very, very strong. And then I would kind of say Mexico is kind of second leading if it could sit there and break its resistance level that it's at right now. So that kind of sums up this global market right now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you could contact us here or give us a call here. Make sure you check out our blog and our free videos here at ichimokutrade.com. Thank you and have a good week.